Hey guys, Rashku here. Welcome. This is my another League of Legends commentary. I paused at the moment I got in this game. The Galio is level 1. We're gonna start actually. I just pressed the wrong button, so we're gonna press play. That Galio is now level 7 instantaneously. Watch! He must be hacking. Only possible answer is hacking, and purple just got... Wow, this is 6-0. Wow, this is 6-0. That's a lot. It's a big difference. That is a big difference. Let's see all this kill. Nocturne is 3-0-1 and everybody else just has 1 kill except for Alistair. Yeah. That sucks. Pink Age, third Dawn Tarek here. He's pink. You know what? Often referred to as the gay Tarek skin, but it is the coolest Tarek skin. And then Rumble just gets another kill, but he is going to die to the turret. There we go. 1-7 now. They're still 5k gold behind. This is now make-upable, though. I mean, you just need a couple of killing spree kills. Like, you end Nocturne's spree, you let Morgana get a spree off of Shyvana here, and because she doesn't have anything. You let Nocturne get a spree off of her and then kill him because the more times you die, the less you're worth. So yeah, no, don't do that. Don't be like, oh, I'm gonna feed so I can get the killing spree bonus. No, never do that. This is being a little bit choppy. I'm not very happy about that. I had this problem last game. I tried to record a game right before this, and it was an amazing game. It was not stompy at all, but I didn't get audio. So you guys missed an amazing game, unfortunately. I was really frustrated. I was gonna do late recording, but I wasn't sure how that was gonna work out. I just didn't think it was gonna be very good. So I'm just catched in another game. Maybe we're gonna see an amazing comeback. Maybe we're not. Maybe we're just gonna do a lot of talking about what the purple team may or may not have done right. I'm assuming just like got fed. Got fed is generally a good idea. Oh, so this Nocturne coming over here. I might have to change my scroll speed. Whoa. This is just bugging out all over the place. I'm gonna press the back button, look at bottom. So Morgana's gonna come in the gank momentarily. There's the Morgana coming in the gank and then lands the binding on Alistair, and yep, that's just a kill. I'm gonna try and use like the keypad to move around, see how that works out for me. You can see Graves just sort of farming it up, but then I can like click on her and see that she has triple Doran's Blade, and I can click on this Nocturne over here, and I can be like, wow, he has double Doran's Blade and then gold per 5. So, with his killing spree, he bought Berserker's Greaves and double Doran's Blade. Nicely done. We can see that Corki is actually out farming Graves at this point, so that's good. But this Alistair, gonna kill him. Oh wow, poor Corki. That Corkster. And then Shyvana comes in, she's trying to do stuff, but she just doesn't do anything. Galio's coming in, but he's just gonna die. Yeah. Why is he not dead? Shyvana spraying some fire over the wall. Now, Tarek's coming in, they might... maybe. Maybe old Tarek where long-range stuns were really good. But the new age Tarek, he just... They're still good, without a doubt, but they're just not nearly as long as maximum range, because there's no range increase. But his damage still goes down for being at longer range, so... an interesting decision to get rid of the stun scale, but keep the damage scale there. So there's no point to do long range stuns now, except because you can stun at long range. We're gonna go back up top here. We'll see Jax walking the lane. Rumble is just really good against Jax. If you guys didn't know, I'm thinking about picking up Rumble because I hate Flame Spitter. Like, that is the only reason why I hate Rumble, is there's Flame Splitter, Flame Spitter, just really, ugh. That is too much damage for so long and at a range. Like, and it just spews, and then he can run at you and still cast E. He can slow you down and do massive damage at the same time, and if you're just not fast enough. Now there are ways around this, like boots, and he can just have boots too, and then you're like, food. So yeah, Morgana farming out mid. Shyvana's gonna. Oh, look at that amazing E. I don't know what it is. I land most of my Shyvana E's. For some dumb reason, I land like all of my Shyvana E's. However, they don't mean much when you're trying to gank. They barely do anything, in fact. They reduce armor and magic resist, but it doesn't do a whole lot. So yeah. And there's a Nocturne ult. But the thing is, I can do it when I'm playing her, but I can't land Qs while playing Lee Sin. This Jax is asking to get himself killed. He doesn't... Oh, he's gonna Q. I still think he's dead. He doesn't have the... I can see now why Purple's team is winning. Oh my... That game... Yeah, wow. Their Jax is dumb. How does he reach whatever ELO this is? I'm hoping this is like 1900s. At least not 20... maybe 2200s? That would be nice. And then Rumble just gets some kills. And kills, I mean turrets. So what did Jax take? He took Flash Ignite. Let's look what items he has. Doran's Blades. And a Hextech. Now the Hextech area, if you need the MR. I don't agree with Doran's Blades. Oh my gosh, one Vamp Scepter gives you more sustain, and yeah, I don't know. I just don't think Doran's Blades are nearly as good on Jax as they are on, say, Riven, because he just doesn't have the AD scalings. Like, Riven's all AD scalings, but Jax just has an AD scaling on his Q and his auto attacks, but he gets attack speed, but it doesn't really matter much, because you shouldn't be just auto attacking for that long in lane. I mean, it's cool that you can, like, power up on minions and then just jump in and beat somebody the fuck up, but you don't want to be farming like that unless like you absolutely have to, or you're trying to push a lane, or it's late game and you just guarantee you get all the farms because you have really high attack speed. I actually won a game this Jax day. It felt good. I got farmed. I didn't get fed. I got farmed, as in almost 300 farms, but not 300 farms, but almost. So this Nocturne does have an Oracle. This does have his Phage now. It's just bad news all around. He has 136 AD, and there's a decent amount of damage. This Quirky has no mana. This Quirky is forced to go double Dorans on top of a Vamp Scepter. And Nocturne, he is waiting for this. This is his opportunity. This is... Wow. You have to ward. Like, you can't just... This Nocturne's patient. That is why he is good. He is patient, and his team is patient with him. That is why he is fed. That is something you don't get at lower ELOs. You just don't get patient junglers. They want to gank now, and not wait around. And the lanes want him to gank now, and not wait around, not give him the opportunity to set this up. They're going to get another dragon. They're 10k gold ahead. I feel bad for casting this game, because they just don't want these things like released to the public. This is what you do though. That is a double kill. So you can just see here Morgana doing what Morgana does. I saw somebody was coming in my room, they'll be like, "Hey, Rashku," and they'll be like, "No, not tonight, please." And they'll be like, "What are you talking about?" And I'll be like, "Oh, you're not my godfather." No. Joking, JK, bro. This game, that's why a lot of people are playing like Dota 2 a lot more than League right now. For some reason, because there's no established super strong meta yet. That's exactly why. And because a lot of them have to win in League because it shows their wins and losses. But in Dota 2, it's just the beta right now, so you won't... Eventually all those wins and losses go away, and that's the only reason. Well, Dota 2 does look good right now. It's looks good. And that's what matters. They're just at this point they're just bringing back all new old champions. Eventually they'll put in new ones, I hope. But it's so hard to balance champions when you have so many. League has run this problem. League has done an amazing job. A friend once told me, he's like, there is no such thing as power champions, there are only power players. And I think he's right. I mean, every champion has just something that can just throw them over the top. And the reason why I say this is this game is very item based. It's just, it's less champion abilities like it is in Dota, and more items, because items do so much. You can play Twitch bottom, and if you last hit, and you get to end game, and then you E, and you ult, and they're in the line, you will kill all of them. You will do it just as well as Vayne. You will do it just as well as this Corki down here, or this Graves over here. It's just, Twitch has a certain amount of abilities. He has an amazing slow, some odd burst damage that allows him to get kills in the mid game, and then an attack speed buff, and he's invisible, which means they have to buy these oracles and these pink wards, and then if you never use your invisibility, or you never die because you get cocky because you think you're invisible, like if you just don't play like you're invisible, then like they just wasted all this stuff on pink wards, and then you're just going standard 80 carry. Like, yeah, you're wasting an ability, but you're not wasting it. You're just not. It's a money sink. You're forcing them to spend money they wouldn't have otherwise spent. I think that guy's dead. Yeah. This Shyvana is trying her hardest, but she's too many kills down, and Nocturne probably counter jungled her. But the same thing is said for like top. People thought like Malphite used to be a god, and then he got nerfed, and their mana regen got nerfed, and then he's still a really good strong counter pick, and then people thought Teemo was horrible, and then they're like, hey, Teemo shit. And then you have to remember Mundo. Up until recently, everyone thought he was horrible. They're just like, what does Mundo do? And then some guys like Mundo jungles as he pleases, and then got kills. And played in turn pro matches, and then he was banned every game. So you can't just say, hey, this champion sucks, unless it's Eve. Well, sorry about that. I was saying stuff, and then I pressed the victory button, and then cut me off there, and like, at one point thought Sejuani was the worst champion in the game, and I'm like, Sejuani is so bad, guys. And they're like, yeah, Sejuani is horrible. And then I saw Sejuani, and she didn't use her abilities to something overly amazing. Actually, she didn't. She was just a really good Sejuani player. And, like, Sejuani, if you guys don't understand, she has no base tankiness. Like, she's on the board, she's really slow, but she doesn't have any, and she has a lot of AP ratios on abilities, and she does a lot of AoE damage, which is why she's a decent jungler. But, and she has a lot of slow, which is why she's a great ganker. But a lot of people, she doesn't have a base tankiness, you have to build her tanky, but she has a little bit of problems with the early game jungle. And so a lot of people think she's really bad, but I saw this guy, and he did amazing. And it wasn't like the enemy team was just bad, or my team was just bad. He just played some amazingly good play. And now I see a lot of people say that Sejuani's not really that bad. It took a while. Orianna was a sleeper champion. Orianna was like, oh, she's a meh. And then people realized, oh my gosh, Orianna is good. She's amazing. So, you guys, when you're solo queuing and ranked or wherever you're doing, realize that there's no such thing really, except for Eve. I mean, Eve has problems as she is. She has so many problems right now. Except for Eve, in my opinion, there's no such thing as a bad champion. You just have to know what you're doing with them. So if take anything away from this really stompy game, it's just, don't hate on somebody for the champion they're playing. Like, I see it all the time ranked. You're like, oh, this is the worst champion, blah, 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 blah. He doesn't do anything. And that guy could carry you if you don't rag on him. He could rape the enemy team because this is the character he has practiced for years, or months or whatever, however long they've been playing the game. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys take that away from you, this game. Make sure to check out my other commentaries. Say, hey, Rash, you're a horrible commentator. Stop choosing such fail games and get a better mic. And I'll be like, I'm working on it. And like, let them tell right, put in a replay system, and then I can find good games. And this is a guy named Pacifist Lock. I don't know. So thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I am Rashku in-game. If you want to add me on there, message me. Say, hey, you want a duo? And I'll be like, I'm 1250. And you're like, I'm going to carry you out of low ELO. And I'm like, yeah. So thank you guys for watching.